In the heart of central Java, near the quiet town of Semarang, there once was a village that no longer exists on any map. The year was 1948, a time when Indonesia was trying to heal after war. But in that small village, something far darker was awakening. Silence ruled the nights. Not peace, but waiting. Because sometimes silence is the breath that evil takes before it speaks. Raman and Siti lived in a wooden house at the edge of the forest. For years they had prayed for a child, but their prayers turned into whispers, and whispers into despair. The villagers began to call them cursed, until one night an old woman came to their door. She wore a red shawl, her eyes dark and hollow. Her name was Imba Laras, the woman who spoke with the dead. "If you want a child," she said, "there is a way. But every gift has a price." Siti trembled. Raman tried to send her away, but the old woman placed her hand on Siti's stomach and whispered, "Life can be borrowed from the other side." That night, under heavy rain, they followed her deep into the forest. The ritual began. A circle of salt, 3 candles, and a bowl filled with blood and soil. The shaman cut her palm, mixing her blood with Siti's tears. "The name," she said, "will be Sumala. Remember, for every birth something must die." Months passed. Siti was pregnant. At first the villagers were astonished, then afraid. Animals started disappearing. Every night the sound of a crying baby echoed from the forest, but no one in the village had a newborn yet. Then came the night of the birth. Lightning struck the old banyan tree outside their home. The air turned red. Siti screamed as the wind howled through the windows, and in that chaos a voice whispered through the storm, "Sumala is born." The crying stopped. Silence returned. But it wasn't the same silence anymore. Sumala grew quickly, too quickly. By the time she could speak, strange things began to happen. Children vanished near the river. Wells ran dry. At night, people heard soft footsteps on their roofs. Raman prayed harder. But one night, when he entered Sumala's room, she was gone. On the mirror, written in ash, were the words, "I am what you wished for." The next morning, shoes were found floating in the village well. Tiny shoes. And then, one by one, families left. Those who stayed were never seen again. Years later, the village became overgrown, a ghost swallowed by the jungle. But travelers say that at dusk, you can still hear a faint lullaby in the wind. Sumala, Sumala. Some say it's just the sound of the wind through hollow trees. Others swear they've seen a little girl in white standing at the edge of the forest, watching them, smiling. And when they blink, she's gone. Even today, no one knows if Sumala ever truly existed, but the old woman, Imba Laras, was found years later sitting by the river, whispering the same words over and over. For every birth, something must die. Some stories fade with time, others never end. The Sumala Curse still lingers, not in the village, but in those who dare to listen.